Your time is your temple, guarded with an iron gate and a velvet rope. Welcome to Never Give These Losers Pussy, the only daily podcast where we don't sugarcoat the truth for losers, stay with insecure, codependent grown babies, or accept trash disguised as treasure. I'm your host, Divine Ruler Ororo Snow, enchantress of power, seduction, and absolute control. Here to guide my goddesses into their highest dominion and my mutts into their deepest devotion. Quote of the day: Unmatch if he's over 30 and says he's sapiosexual. Trust me. Goddess, let's get real. 99.99% of these losers come with bright, flashing red flags. But sometimes these bitches are sneaky enough to conceal their big waving flags in the wind. Sometimes they're embroidered in silk and placed gently at your feet, disguised as personality quirks. That's why I'm bringing you my Unmatch Instantly mini guide, so you don't mistake a mutt in disguise for a real man worthy of your energy. The truth is, your time is not a public park. It's a private divine garden where only the most worthy should be allowed through the gate. You need to come to terms with this right now, that it's perfectly fine for you to be the gatekeeper, a high priestess protecting the throne, the queen who knows that just one more coffee date with the wrong mutt delays meeting with the right honorable man. This is only a podcast about dismissing all males and their filthy, disgusting habits that have been overlooked and excused for far too long. Not about hating and dismissing all males. We are in the business of creating and acknowledging only the good men. There may be few out there right now, but they are out there. And the best part is, mortal mutts can be trained like dogs. So even if he's mediocre, he can become a very good boy. They just need a very harsh punishment first. Let's start with the obvious. The self-proclaimed deep thinker that has no actual deep thoughts or opinions. He's just banking on your sweet, feminine nature to be in awe of his shiny toys and the story that feels so different from the last loser you dated. The mutt who's 38 and calls himself a sapiosexual, but lives in an artist loft that's just a mattress on the floor with LED lights. Gross. That's for 23-year-olds who stream all night. He doesn't want depth. He wants your pussy at a discount. He wants free therapy from your Kegel muscles, and he doesn't even care about your needs of pleasure. Trust me, the dick is trash, if you can even call it that. Unmatch instantly. Then there's the I'm not ready for a relationship mutt. Unmatch. If you want a relationship, don't even waste your time. If you leave the door cracked for those losers, even half an inch, he'll be in your DMs at 1 a.m. asking what you're wearing. That's not a red flag. That's a fire truck siren right next to your head. If a loser is telling you he's not ready, believe him and unmatch. There is absolutely no reason for you to invest emotional rent into an emotional squatter. But these 4-minute premature nut losers are very tricky, especially to those goddesses dying for companionship. Don't let that be you anymore. Another. The "I'm different from other guys" openers? Lies. All lies. If a mortal male is giving you a disclaimer about himself, "I'm different, I have a big dick, I'm rich and I'll fly you out," roll your eyes, goddess, and block that bitch. That line is the gateway to complete disappointment and is old as fuck. Men who are truly different don't say that. Real men show it quietly, consistently, and without performance. They don't expect you to put out before they prove their worth to you. And girl, if you're over the age of 25, I know you heard it before. How are you still falling for this? Don't do that. Don't be that girl. And here's a sneaky one. The oversharer on date one. Blech. Or the habitual love bomber. He's a psychopath. If he trauma dumps within the first hour, that's not vulnerability. It's boundary testing. He's seeing if you'll tolerate being his emotional dumpster. He'll love bomb and trauma dump you so hard that you'll fall into the trap of trying to be his best girl for a prize. That's not a prize at all. It's pure, psychotic, domestic violence that springs out the second you get comfortable and don't follow his self-created mental rules. Your sacred energy is not a landfill for codependent, possessive, psychotic, abusive losers. Fucking run. Now. Lastly, beware of the mutt who is always in between things. Between jobs, between apartments, between relationships, between spiritual awakenings. He's probably doing drugs and in between someone's legs all the time. Goddess, you are not a meanwhile. And if he doesn't have security in his own life, you don't need to slow down your train for a hobo with no work ethic and a weak nut. You are the main event. And he probably has STDs. And you deserve a king, or at least a knight that will bow to your commands and honor your power. If he's in between, let him find his footing on his own. That's what his family and friends are for. Right now, he's just a stranger to you. And if he's not a stranger, then it's time to move on to better things. If he wants the title of man, then he needs to start behaving like one and not a child that needs the help of his mommy. The spiritual layer to this is clear. Detachment is an act of devotion to yourself, your future, your higher self's vision for you. In this moment, you are the only being you need to put devotion into when it comes to dating. The faster you unmatch, block, and walk away from those unworthy of your time and attention and body, the faster you free your frequency for the abundance you are wishing for. Because you don't have to wish for it. All you have to do is clear the path and receive it. Remember this law. You are the prize. And the red flags are just the universe's warning, saying, not him, goddess. Listen to her. She will not misguide you. Just to drill this into your head a little deeper, let's move on to the mutt of the day. Today's mutt, number 3046, sent me an unsolicited poem about the goddess in the clouds. At 3:42 a.m. He ended with, "I drink your bathwater. Tragic. Truly tragic." Mutt 3046 has been paying my bills for 6 months and still hasn't received a single good boy. Why? Because payment is baseline behavior, not reward worthy. He begged for a phone call last week, But instead, I sent him an invoice for $1,500 labeled emotional disturbance fee. He paid in full, twice, after I decided it should be doubled for his filthy outburst of thinking about what acts it would do with my holy water, and begging. Mutts don't think, they obey. The lesson here for you, goddess, is that mutts thrive when they're starved of validation. The hungrier they are for your attention, the more they'll crawl for the scraps. My empire is not a soup kitchen. It is a luxury dining experience with a 6-month wait list, and mutts must pay for the privilege to lick dirty plates. Potential mutts, take note. Joining my world means paying for proximity and earning crumbs of acknowledgement. If that sounds delicious to you, apply at my private altar at aurorasnow.com/apply. The queue is long, the cost is high, and the door only opens when I feel like it. If you're still too much of a bitch to join, begin your gooning spiral on I Want Clips or Loyal Fans. Enough of speaking to lesser beings. Today's command of the day is simple. Audit your energy leaks. Scroll through your text, DMs, and dating app matches, and remove anyone who does not meet your divine standard. No exceptions. I haven't used dating apps since 2017. Not because I think meeting losers in person is better. Spoiler, it's not. Those bitches are just more ballsy online. But because I'm not letting losers annoy me 24/7 without being paid for it. Not one Tinder date or Hinge match has amounted to anything, and all the losers I've met in person since are now dead to me. Unmatching from one-word conversations and placeholder matches isn't petty. It's pruning the garden of your life so the flowers that deserve sunlight can bloom. Detach without warning, without guilt, and without explaining yourself. You are not required to file an exit interview with a loser that thinks a $15 drink is all you deserve for him to treat you like a shitty cum bucket before his community dick ass is on to the next match. Your swipe right is sacred. Your no is a full sentence. And the more you wield both with precision, the more your empire expands in your favor. The future is female. The feminine world is opening up at a rapid pace, and as we know it to be true, women are smarter in every category across the board. Women mature faster than mortal mutts. So why let a loser whose bank account is smaller than yours, whose brain is smaller than yours, and whose dick is definitely too small to matter, ruin what you have going for yourself? Don't let that bitch ruin your sanity over dick. It's not worth it. That's it for today, my gorgeous goddess. Guard your time like it's the largest jewel in your crown. Spot the red flags, burn them instantly, and never apologize for walking away. Laugh as its ego burns to the ground. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Soft Edge Sharp Tongue, at Aurora Snow, and explore the gallery of me at Gallery Aurora Snow on Instagram for daily doses of dominance, elegance, and divine law. If you love this episode, subscribe to Never Give These Losers Pussy wherever you listen to podcasts. leave a 5-star review, and share this with a goddess who you know needs to stop entertaining mutts. Hopefully, she'll come to her senses. And remember, never give these losers pussy. Bye.